Y'all already know what it is.
Brothers and sisters, I don't know what this world is coming to.
What's going on, good people? It's yours truly, Easy Deezy. We finna get into episode 11 of Chop Shop. As normal, actually, not to my right across from me is the infamous Greg Doss, one on David Ruff. Ruff, how you feeling this evening?
I gotta have every other thing with my hand.
Okay, all good. Dave City's Finals, Waldell will be here very shortly, and as we do every week, every episode dedicated to my homeboy Will D, man, Redstone partner, we still ride for you. Tonight's special guest, man, we got covered in via Zoom. Real good partner of mine. I've been knowing, man, probably about a good 16, 17 years. Been very supportive, very instrumental in some of the stuff that we got going, and just really solid dude, man. So, you know, I'm not going to get into what he does. I mean, we'll get into that a little later, but give it up, man, for my good friend Marcus McCants, man. Welcome, brother.
What's going on, Mark?
Man, I appreciate it, man. Hey, I even dressed for Waldo, man. Put a little something on just for Waldo.
Oh, okay. He coming. He'll be here tonight, man. So we go get in kick with Marcus McCants, man. So just like I said, just sit back and chill and enjoy this good hour and a half we got for y'all. Might go a little longer because we got some good stuff we're gonna talk about. So, Marcus, maybe some of the people don't know you. Own and operator of 4 wing stops in the Bay Area. We'll definitely plug those as we go through the show. And I just want to go back, let's say 1992, leaving Zephyr Hills High School. What was your plan? What did you have plans on doing?
You know, honestly, man, I was at that point I just wanted to leave Zephyr Hills. I was didn't appreciate the small town at that point. I was just ready. I visited Atlanta, and I didn't want to look back at that point.
Okay.
There, and really didn't have any plans after that. I just was hoping just to go there and just do something great. To be honest with you.
Okay. How did the Wingstop vision come together?
Oh, man, let me tell you, living in Dallas, working in Dallas for a while, Wingstop originated in the city, in Dallas. And partner of mine would always bring them to my house for fight parties and stuff, and fell in love with the wings. You know, we had one around the corner, and I would always just get the hot wings. You know, that's what we were used to eating back home.
Right.
And my man would bring these lemon pepper wings, and I wouldn't eat them, man. I just wouldn't try it. And finally, one day, had a fight party, and man, I tried it, man. I fell in love with it, and I figured, man, I had to try to, do something to, get out of the city, because I wanted to get closer to home. My mom had been diagnosed with breast cancer, so she had asked, what I think about trying to come back home, and then that was the opportunity. It was like, I really enjoyed the product. I enjoyed the food. It was a new and fast enough concept. I think at the time it was the number 4 new concept in fastest growing franchise in the United States. So it was definitely something I was like, man, hey, I think I can do it. And the entire concept itself, like they require you to be an owner operator. And at that time, they never had one fail. So I was working for an investment firm, kind of following along the lines of, buying into something that you believe in. And it all kind of fell in place. It was just, it was the right time, concept sitting there eating the wings one day, man. I really enjoyed this product. Thinking about work, hey, buy into a concept that you believe in. And it all just worked right on time. It was new to the market. We didn't have any in Tampa at the time. And, and at the time they were trying to launch in Atlanta. And they'd asked, hey, looking at your resume, would you be interested in going back to Atlanta? I enjoyed my time in Atlanta, but I don't think it would be too tough for me to go back and focus and try to get started there. So,
right.
I did for me to come back home. I was ready to come back home.
Okay. And you've been going strong. How long now? Since 2003, right?
3. Yeah, 19 years. 19 years.
Do you remember your first date you opened? First day you opened?
November 11, 2003.
That's like Ryan Veterans Day then. Okay. Yeah, 11/11. Okay. All right. And I know probably definitely some trepidation, especially taking that launch, getting out on your own. When did you realize, say, hey, we got something. This is gonna work.
Leaving, what's funny is looking at the concept in Dallas where the concept was established. I had false sense of what was going to happen. I thought I was going to come home, open up the doors, and we were just going to boom. And I was really nervous. You know what I'm saying? I left my fiance back time, and I'm thinking, hey, I'm gonna come home, and by the time she get here, we're gonna be booming. We're gonna be ready to go.
Okay.
And that wasn't the case, man. I opened up, and I almost had the big people to come in the door. Trying to get them just to try it. It's a new concept, and I can understand now. So really, could have opened up Marcus Wings. There was no familiarity in the city with it, and the thing is, I kind of did what they told us not to. I kind of got desperate after a while, man, and losing so much money every month, month in, month out. They were like, don't do things like buy one, get one free, and don't do things like radio, and don't do things. And I tried to do it there for a while, but, losing close to about $16,000 a month, first 4 months, it was kind of like, I was 28. Yeah, I was 28 at the time. Kind of like, okay, I don't have it like that. I was working the door every day, open and close, getting nervous. And, I think the first big break, the kid from the radio, Buckwheat, he's from Dallas, and he had saw the concept, and he was like, "Oh, this back home." So we were just rapping in the store one day. I didn't know who he was, and so he was like, "Hey, man, I'm gonna look out for you, man. I'm gonna try to put you on with the morning show." And I was like, "Oh man, great. At this point, I'll do anything."
Okay.
Got up like 6 o'clock in the morning, went and cooked wings and took them up there. Orlando let me get on his platform, and it kind of took off. When I left the radio station in St. Pete, made it back to, by USF, out the door. And that's what really kind of made it take off. And then, good people like you saying, helping me out, telling people about it. Squid been eating there a long time with this all flats, well done, lemon pepper, extra steak. Listen, hey, what I'm saying? But like being in the store every day, working, like getting to know getting to know the people. But I think that the best thing is what I basically was doing. I was in there, I was in there cooking every chicken wing, selling every fry. And, the city was ready for something different, man. And, the community gave me a lot of love. They gave me a lot of love. It was a little bit tougher than what I thought, but, I'm blessed. The only, regret I have is that I should have kept going. Once it got going, I took a break. I was like, man, I'm tired of being in there every day. And I kind of paused on it for a while, just continue to open the store. But, it took me about 10 years, in between the, 1 and 2. And then I opened up 3 more after that, in the last 4 or 5 years. But it was tough. It was tough in the beginning. I was just, not having a family, I don't have the same, I can't do it like I did at first. I can't work a clock. And I think we're just now starting to right the ship now. I got some good people in place. I got some good managers in, and that, COVID kind of hurt everybody, but it really hurt me bad. It did. But I'm getting the people in place now. You've been a big help trying to help me get people in the store, trying to get people to work. And I feel more comfortable today than I have in 2 years, having solid GMs in the stores right now. So definitely, man, if you guys go by one of the 4 locations, let them know, man. If they're doing a good job, please, we need it.
Okay. And
I've been frequenting the Temple Terrace store, and I don't know. I want to accuse you all of anything, but there's something in those doggone chicken sandwiches. There's something in them.
Oh yeah, I'm going to try my luck tonight.
I'm gonna leave early today and go back. I gotta finish this complaint because otherwise I'll be on the laptop sleeping. There's something wrong with them sandwiches.
Yeah, I'm in there tonight.
Have you had one yet?
Yeah, I had it. Garlic parm, lemon pepper.
I haven't had the sandwich yet, but
don't do it.
I was going to
It's a problem.
the one by the mall every week, every Sunday. Me and K Swiss. Matter of fact, I ran into you there one time, and I said, "Yeah, I got a radio network. I would love to, promote you, have you in for an interview." And he said, "Yeah, just here's my card. Take my card." So I still got the card to this day. I got that. Like at least it was before 2020. I remember that.
And it came full circle. That's all right. But getting back to what you said, like how Buckwheat helped you. You've done so much, and I think the thing was so cool about you is that you're so unassuming. There's nothing when you walk in the Wingstop, and I've gone in several times, and you just working. There's nothing where you got on a different color shirt, or you got a name tag that say Marcus owner. You don't even conduct yourself like that. I think that's just the greatness, that the beauty in you as a person. You doing what it so. As an employee, how can I not work? And I see the boss man working. He grinded. Right. I got to grind too. So you set that example. So
I appreciate it. I definitely appreciate it.
And approachable. He always was.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I told him I wanted my wings, I thought it was going to be an issue. Because remember Rusty and Marty and them at, I used to go all the time, West Shore.
Yeah, West Shore, yeah.
I gave him a shot, and I haven't, since then, Wingstop is my place.
But
plus I'm biased. And
but like I said, we for our people, I think something else too, though, is that you gotta give your gift is people. And you can talk on different things. I know we talk about with the Bucks. Like we need the Bucks to win some games. Like y'all got to win some games. I know Wingstop. He said slow up with the Bucks losing. So
hey, this Sunday, boy, anybody can get their wings on time this Sunday. Boy. After last week, I promise you, we gonna slow down. We gonna lose about 25% right now.
You got them on Thursday. You got them on Thursday.
They play Thursday this week.
Yeah,
So
yeah, I'm on Thursday this week.
You know what? That may help me out, especially if they only show in town. So maybe you get a couple of Lowells and try to go by and get a couple chicken sandwiches, a couple of 30 pieces. I hope so.
But I think, like I was telling you, I just think what's going on now is that folks like the convenience of going out to eat, and like you say, you have a quality, you got a great product, and I think something else too that sticks out is that is like the chicken sandwich is reasonable. It's affordable.
Oh, it's too affordable.
Yeah,
it's too. I'm going 3 at a time, and I don't even eat like that.
Man, you can't eat them sandwiches, man.
I don't know what's going on with those chicken.
Yeah, you boss hog it there. You was definitely cutting up. So,
one thing, if you don't mind, I'm gonna chime in real quick.
No, go ahead.
I intentionally did not raise my prices like during COVID, and I know we took a beating. I mean, I watched chicken prices go up from $60 a case to $130 a case.
Wow.
And I started watching these pizza places sell 20 wings for $25. And I'm not mad at them because they got to keep the locks off the door. And the original concept, they asked us to go into low income areas. And those are our initial demographic. So being in the game almost 20 years, you look at where the first store was situated at, and it's like, a price increase, they're going to be very, very, very conscious of it, and it's not going to go well. But it would allow me to make a profit in tough times. I intentionally kept my prices as they were, and it's not the most smart business move, but I did it for the people in who I was serving. Now I have a store in a different location, that I could have taken it up, and I don't think people would have batted an eye at it, but. And I don't want people to say, hey, look, well, we're over here in Wesley Chapel and price a lot higher than it is over in that area. But I intentionally did that just for the people. And some people do notice that they do, when you got a single mom coming in saying, hey, you keeping these prices like they are. That's the gratification that I need, and I appreciate it. I really do. I love the city for that, man.
But like you said, you get the support that you get is because I know, and I just throw it out there right there, even like on the Fowler location at 2776 East Fowler, 813-903-9464. I throw that out. But anyway, like I was saying, you got South Florida, you got the hospitals, you got so many different people in the area, and that's such fertile.
You're going to have a problem at South Florida in about a year because those other apartments go up. There's going to be, it's going to be,
and that's what I'm saying. So a lot of people that you got kids, them college kids, especially like I know probably
and
first
a lot
semester.
of them.
Yeah, they getting them checks. Hey, they get these wings for $9-10. Like, I'm finna run this.
They could be like my kids. They get
pull right in. And that's
what
I'm saying.
That cash app.
They get that cash. So now you got technology now. You got the cash app, Venmo, Zen. Hey, mom, send me $15. Go to Wingstop. Okay, sure. Here you go. You probably have people do it right there in the store. Like, how much is it? Okay. Hey, hold on. Hey, you send me $15. I get this. Yeah.
Every day.
Now, I'm gonna ask you this. I mean, I'm a numbers guy because I know you say Super Bowl is crazy. What's the largest order that you can remember? Like just the amount. Like, man, this is crazy.
The largest in one, oh my goodness. Probably about 3,200, but I'm telling you, man, good old Jim Levis, man, when he was at USF, every other Friday he would order 150 10 pieces. He needed them boxed separate,
Right.
but 150 10 pieces. And man, listen, that definitely got me through a lot of rough times, man.
So
I knew
he
that
fed
Friday
the
was coming
team.
up. Yes,
he fed
did.
everybody 150 10 pieces.
Yes,
Who
he
was that?
did.
Jim Levitt, South
Oh, Jim
Florida.
Levitt,
He's
okay.
been South Florida coach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now let me ask you this. I don't want to put nobody on the spot. Any other coaches been you know, like, hey, okay, we shopping with you?
A lot of the Bucks, old Bucks they definitely used to come through, including Dungy, man. He used to come through that Fowler location a lot.
I saw James up in there a few times too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
James.
definitely. McCoy, he comes through when he comes in town. Like a lot of those guys, Ward Dunn seemed like just the nicest, shyest guy. He would sit over there in the corner, quiet, like didn't nobody know who he was. We had a lot of guys come through. I used to try to take the picture and try to put them on the wall, but that didn't last very long. People would break the pictures, but
Yeah, I remember that you first started. You had Lavelle Crawford.
Yeah.
You had him on the wall. I remember.
Yeah,
I still
Troy
remember
Aikman,
that.
too.
Troy,
Didn't you got
that
Troy?
was in Dallas though. You met Troy.
Yeah.
that was
He
in
was like
Dallas.
the spokesman, right?
He used to be the spokesman when we first started, and I think they got so big so fast. They were still on that. They were so focused on the Dallas base, and I remember when we were at a convention one time, and they had even thought about this. Just shows you where they come from to where they are now. They thought it was a great idea to have everybody put on Troy Aikman Wingstop jerseys in the kitchen, and this guy from DC. Man, he said, "Man, look, y'all can have that store before I can put a Troy Aikman shirt on." That ain't gonna work, you know.
I agree. Like you said, yeah, I'm a Commanders fan. I ain't wearing no Cowboy stuff. Yeah,
Exactly.
like you said, just certain things we didn't do. We're gonna take a quick break, man. So we're gonna take our first 2-minute break. I always give a shout out to my man Will D, man. Represent the brand Cigar Life. www.cigarlyfe.com. Roughly, everybody know what you got going on, and please tell these folks you got receipts.
Yeah, I have receipts, but I've kind of scaled it back. I'm helping a couple people out, but now I'm deeply embroiled in a couple of federal lawsuits. To include, anybody can go to your Pacer account or go to the federal courthouse, and you'll see Doss versus Holder et al., which would include the city of Tampa, our lovely sheriff Chad Chronister. Pretty interesting story there. Actually, it's about 103 pages right now. But we do have receipts. We're helping people navigate through the legal system without giving you legal advice. And by the way, for those out there who are voting, I'm shouting out Aramis Ayala, who is running for Attorney General. Everybody get a chance, get out there and vote. I'm always going to be behind doing that. And if you don't
Can't
vote,
complain if you don't vote.
yeah, we do a lot of complaining. We don't want to do any participating. So get out there and vote. And if you didn't think voting was important or you think your vote didn't matter, why do you think they put so much effort into keeping you from voting? People don't waste their money on things that don't matter. So, again, you can go to gregdoss.com, GDNAPSC, and even at YouTube. Check me out.
And tell them you got receipts, right?
Oh, definitely got receipts.
Okay. So with that being said, Mark, give us a quick break. I do not own the right to this music. Serge, give us something.
This is a journey.
Would you join me, please, in welcoming
Welcome to the ghetto.
We back at it, back to the second quarter of Chop Shop. Dave said his finals will be in very shortly. I got my man Ruff hanging out with me. Our special guest is Marcus McCants via Zoom at a remote location. Posted up. Yes, I know you got your orange and black on. I know you Zephyr Hills. Now I want to ask you. You see how you tipped the hat?
Yeah.
I want to ask you this: when you first I know you said you wanted to get to Atlanta. I mean, you went to Atlanta a bit. Were there any other schools? I know you played football and baseball, played a couple of sports. Any other schools looked at you besides Morehouse?
Oh God, yes. I was kind of late signing.
Okay.
Some personal stuff earlier. Kind of changed it, what I thought I was gonna do. And when I circled back around, it was like my junior year in school. I actually went to my brother was up in Tennessee at the time.
Big O, shout out Big O.
Yeah, definitely. He was up in Tennessee, and our high school principal, he was a Tennessee alum.
Okay.
So he's like, "Hey, look, we got to go to some games. Let's go to watch Tennessee Notre Dame." So I'm like, "Okay, cool." Never thought about to drive up, but I'm like, "Okay, cool."
Remember that? I remember that vivid. That's Rocket.
Yes,
In the
that's
rain.
exactly.
Trust me, I vivid.
So when
Boy,
he
you
got
got a
hit on
memory.
the side and he broke.
Yeah, hit the sideline.
Hit
Yeah,
solid and
in the
broke.
rain.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
it.
yeah. He got hit.
I was
He got
really-
hit solid and stepped to the side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It broke. Go ahead.
Okay, so my principal, Mr. Davis, and I, we rode up, and the thing is, the week before I went and watched Bethune-Cookman, Albany State.
Okay.
My cousin Rich was out there at Cookman.
Okay.
And listen, fell in love with the atmosphere. I did.
Okay.
So the following week, I drive up Principal Davis. We go to the game, and
Okay.
during the game, my brother's like, "Man, that don't get you hype, Rocky Talk." I said, "Man, listen, not when I saw it the week before that Cookman dun. No, listen.
No, and I'll be to cut you off. Tell everybody about the Morehouse visit. Now this is what's crazy. He went during basketball season.
Okay.
I'm gonna and tell them who was DJing. Listen to this. This is straight entertainment.
Okay, all right, I'm gonna get there. So I wasn't really feeling that big school environment. Like, I mean, the game was hype. There's a lot of people around, and of course the speed of the game. I love that part, but it was just a school environment. I'm like, oh man, I don't know. So me and my best friend Book, man, we were talking about it. So we went to a FAMU homecoming. Like, man, I gotta have this. That's what we both said. We gotta have this. So I really was planning on going to play baseball. Like, I thought my senior, I'm gonna go play baseball. And then, things happen. It's like, man, let me go take one of these football scholarships. I can go get into school. So I went to Grambling. I went to Howard.
And Eddie Roberts was still at Grambling, right?
What year is this, Marcus?
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
year?
92.
He'd been at there with Marquise Grissom had he went to FAM, though, right?
Grissom was gone. Grissom in the league. Grissom came out 87 years before me.
Okay.
And what's crazy is I had an offer to go to Central Florida, and I didn't get an offer to go to FAMU. FAM wasn't offering nobody. Like, I think they stayed down south. Like, they weren't really recruiting us.
So
I went
like
to
Miami,
FAMU.
South.
No,
Okay.
blessed
Yes.
day. I heard some thing about Ken Riley. Blessed day, but
Right, that was funny to me. But
yeah.
so when I got to Atlanta, it was like, matter of fact, I went to homecoming this past weekend, so I saw the guy who took me out, So we get there, and he was like, "Man, I don't know who you are, but coach was like, we got to make sure you enjoy yourself." So we go to a basketball game. So we're at the game, and like at the time, I wasn't paying attention. You know, it was just so packed, and like I didn't realize that college basketball games were that crazy. So we're sitting there, the football players sit up on the goalpost, and this is in the old gym, which they never tore down, even though the Olympics built us a new one. They never tore it down because it's a historical monument. That's where they say
Right.
Ali used to fight underground when he lost his license. So they never tore the stadium down. So it was an old gym. So we were in there, and kid had a nasty dunk. And you heard the DJ spin the record back and start jamming. It was Biz Marquis DJing.
Oh,
And like,
wow.
the crowd went crazy, right? And I'm just thinking, like, I cannot, like, I love this atmosphere. Like, it just, you know what I'm saying? Like, you listen to what Prime doing now, and he's telling people, like, Homecoming got like the number one recruit in the nation last year to go to school. Like, it's the ambiance that you can't replicate. Like, you just can't.
Right.
You know, it's for some people. I think if more people give it a chance, an opportunity, it'd be a lot for a lot more people.
Yeah.
But a lot of people just get caught up in the glitz and the glamour, the TV time, the big crowds. They even a playing field. I think more people, if given a chance, they would visit these institutions, especially the success rate.
They help you get out
outside.
too. They help you get out. Class
Yeah.
sizes and what have
Teach
you.
you, but also with that, you learn. You give you appreciation of where you're from, your legacy before you, family. Because, like you said,
Right.
HBCU, everything is family oriented. They look out for each other. Say, I'm gonna give you a perfect example. Let's say we in the dorm and we might be we roommates in the dorm. I might get my Pell Grant check, might get it Thursday. You don't get yours till Tuesday. But I'm gonna look out for you till you get your check, because that's just what we do as friends. Right. But I want to speak on what you just spoke about with Deion. Now, people, and I'm not, Eddie Robinson never did anything. I think he's a great guy, great coach at Alabama State. But when he came out with Deion ain't swag, College Game Day, this upcoming Saturday, not for homecoming, is going to be at Jackson State to play against Southern. And to me, Deion has done so much for the HBCU landscape, not only the swag. So I just feel like we got too many people that are anti-Deion, or Deion doing this for a show, and, you know, when his kids leave, he going to leave. If so, fine.
That's his business.
That's his business.
Yeah.
But you can't tell me he has not made an impact in the last 2 seasons with HBCU football.
Yeah,
You
not
can't.
just the swag, everywhere. Like, you know what I'm saying?
He's probably done for the SWAC in 2022 what hadn't been done since the days of Mel Blunt and them, where you had, or Doug, when you had just a lot of quality athletes that would come to HBCUs.
But I think my thing is that, and this is what I go back to, and I tell people all the time, Deion has taken something that you've had other people in the same position could have did something, didn't do it. Right. When you talk about, hey, he put up $150,000 of his money to go help Mississippi Valley get a field, nobody talks about that. Then when you talk about, okay, paying people to get names on the back of their jerseys, every kid, because like you say, when you look at big time college football, Penn State's the only team that you know of that don't have the names on the back of their jerseys.
Yeah.
You know, I know Fam had the Rattlers at one time. Like I said, once again, that's tradition. So just certain basic things, but I think what hurts is that the resources have to pick up. Like he called out alumni. As far as everybody coming back.
He's right to do that.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. But I go back to where, and I still think about Bill Cosby, the money he gave out when he was doing this thing in the 80s. HBCUs, when they donate for buildings, dormitories. At these larger institutions, they want to win. So we go get the facilities that we need. I think about Boone Pickens at Oklahoma State. I think he gave $700 million. He said, hey, this got to stop. I'm tired of Oklahoma beating us. I'm tired of Texas beating us. We got to compete and get with everybody else on what they doing. And as you see, we got Dade City's finest, Waldo coming in. What's up, Dade City?
What's up?
Hey, that look. I want you to take a good look. Take a look at the hat Marcus got on. He wanted to show it to you. That's Zephyr Hills Bulldogs.
Respect.
Oh, he know what it is. He know what it is. I wore it just for him.
Dade City, what's happening?
Like the jersey.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, he got the
They
MP9
might
on.
to send me one too.
Yeah, you got the MP down. Okay, you
Yeah.
showed it for the people. Okay, cool. That's what's up.
Okay.
So we
Okay,
just talking
getting
about,
that
we
for you
talking
out
about Deion with college game. They about to hit Jackson this upcoming Saturday. And I just think what Deion has done is just it's outstanding. What's your take on that?
He a game changer. It's prime time. So he doing what I expected him to do at HBCU and put him on the map. So it's just
He hadn't succeeded. He
Exciting.
hasn't exceeded your expectations. He's done more than I thought he was going to do.
He's done more than what I thought he was going to do too.
not me.
Not you?
I just already knew all the light was going to be on Deion.
No,
'Cause
I'm
you
not
gotta
talking about what he did for him. I'm talking about he's
as far as
increased
all of the.
he's
The
done
whole
for everybody.
landscape of
The whole
HBCU
landscape.
football.
I would say outside of what he's doing for Jackson State and what he's continued to do for the entire landscape of the HBCU athletics, that exceeded my expectations.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
But what he's doing as far as being Deion and the kids wanting to
I
come to
knew
play
that.
with him
Florida
and
State knew that.
him coaching and being a great coach.
Oh, I knew
we all
that.
we all
I
knew
knew
that.
that was
He,
gonna
he
happen.
knows the game. He's a very
Let me
smart
let,
individual.
let me ask Ms. Marcus this if I can. Let's go back 30 years in time. Deion recruiting you going?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure.
You going? Okay.
Yeah, but he'd have had somebody else 30 years ago that would have been helped and influenced at Jackson State too. The greatest Jackson State football player of all time.
Yeah, Walter.
Walter Payton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, but that's my in-law side now. They all Jackson State. Everybody on my in-law side, they all went to
Well,
Jackson
they
State.
biased.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that a little later. He got a daughter right now looking at schools.
Yeah.
And I know I don't want to say no names, but Jackson State got to be in the mix. So
Oh man.
we can't say nothing else. SWAC is Jackson State. If it's SWAC, it's Jackson State or maybe FAM. But you talk about Alcoa, Southern, that's gonna be an altercation. So I want to have a little buddy go through that. So
Yeah, mom ain't ready for that.
yeah. So also with that, we talking about like you say with the Wingstop vision. Anything? Are you set with your four? Or you looking at maybe trying to do something else? Are you?
I know I'm kind of
I've been begging. Please come to South Hillsborough County. I mean,
That's North Manatee.
Listen.
That's North Manatee.
Hey, I want y'all to go to wingstop.com and tell them to let me go to review. Let me get out there.
Review? You
I have
said
been trying to get out there for a while. I have.
it's such a fertile area, man. Like I said, there's no Wingstop out there.
I know where you could.
Come out to Zephyr
Are you?
Hills.
Can y'all? You
I'm
can put one in
over
the
here.
Publix where there's a Publix because one out there.
Yeah, they got a lot of money. They got Publix there. Yeah,
You got that's a perfect spot.
they got one in. They got a Wingstop in Sefner, right there by.
Yeah, I don't want to bring that one up because it's not
Yeah.
his. I don't want to give no shout. There
And,
ain't no
in the
sponsor.
Publix?
Yeah, I mean in the plaza.
In the plaza.
But I've been
I'm
tell-
saying,
but I've been
I
tell-
ain't think
yeah.
because they said they look.
But I've been telling Marcus for the last 3-4 years, man, if you come past Bloomingdale, 301 to Bloomingdale, it's the Carter revisited. You need no bride out there with the wings. It's the Carter.
Because now
Three years ago, I had a great location right there on Bloomingdale Avenue, where that Publix was, and ran into some issues trying to get there. But it was a great location. I felt better about that location than my Wesley Chapel location. But just things didn't work out like I wanted it to. But it was there. And that's what I'm saying. So it's more them than me allowing me to go there. Whereas
Okay.
they just want the commitment. You want to open up 7 more, you do things like that, they'll kind of let you have your pick of where you want to go. Myself, because it's just me, I open up one at a time.
I understand.
You know.
I understand. Because I know we have other ones in the area, but I just don't hear nothing good about them. They got one, East Hillsborough. I'll never hear nothing good about that one. Never.
That's the one where they got acting up in there,
Yeah, since you brought it up. Yeah, I wasn't going to say that, but since you brought it up.
I
Yes.
ain't want to say what exactly happened. They were just acting up in
They
there.
were cutting up, yeah, since you said that. No problem. No problem. So what we're going to do, because what Waldo like to do when we get our guests on, Waldo don't like for the games to take up what we're doing. So we're going to have you as our guest picker. We got some college games, and then I'm going to do some rapid fire with you. So let's run this by quick. Everybody ready? Okay. So let's go. We're going to start off East Carolina at BYU. BYU favored by 3. You like the Mormons?
Yeah, I like the Mormons.
Marcus,
ain't
you ride with
getting
BYU?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
East
Russ?
Carolina.
Surge?
BYU.
Okay, so we got everybody.
They're at BYU, right?
They're at BYU.
I know he's got their brains beaten by Liberty. So.
Tricky game. You just talked about Notre Dame traveling to Syracuse. Syracuse favored by 3. I know you like Syracuse. I know you like them.
Give me the orange man.
Okay. Ruff, who you ride with?
Carmelo gonna be at the game.
I'm going with Notre Dame.
Okay, you taking Rudy. Marcus, who you like?
And Syracuse.
Serge.
Give me Manti Te'o.
Okay. Serge going against the grain, too. Okay, so we got Dame.
I need that
Eddie.
strength
He
of
heavy
schedule.
Midwest. That's the
He's
Midwest.
He a Nelly kind of guy, so I
Yeah.
get Midwest swing. Arkansas favored by 4 traveling to Auburn. Auburn got to beat somebody. Can they beat Arkansas?
No,
No? Okay.
at all.
Marcus, who you got?
Arkansas.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Razorbacks.
I got Auburn.
Look at Serge going against the
Let's
grain.
go.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay. I'm going to take Woo Pig Suey. Oklahoma favored by 1 at Iowa State.
Oh, Iowa State.
I'm trying Oklahoma. I ain't-
Yeah, I'm going Oklahoma.
Take Oklahoma.
They got their quarterback back, man.
Yeah. What about you, Marcus? Who you riding with?
Beating.
Oklahoma.
Okay. You got Iowa State?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
They're gonna beat
Serge.
Let me get to
One of
Oklahoma.
them cousins went to Iowa State
Okay.
or something.
Leonard Johnson.
Here we go. The University of Miami.
Whoever they're playing.
Just let
Whoever
the
they
basketball school embarrass them on
Whoever they're
homecoming.
playing.
Hope travels to Virginia. Miami's favored by 2.
The under.
Why?
They favor. I don't
I'm
say
saying who?
The under.
Give me. I told you 2 weeks ago. Give me whoever Miami playing.
That's
Okay.
right. Me
I'm
too.
gonna take Virginia too. Sir, who you got?
Yeah, let me go Virginia.
What you got, dog?
Come on, Virginia.
Okay, Marcus. You gonna try to you? I mean, I know Book.
Yeah, he got ties.
They
That-
go
and that's the only reason why I'm gonna say him, man. I'm
He
gonna
got
go with
tied
you.
to the thunderstorm.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with you, man.
Okay. Ain't that wrong? Hey, stand on it, brother. Wake Forest favored by 4 at Louisville.
That's gonna be a high scoring game.
I like Louisville. I like them.
I'm rocking with Malik, man.
Okay. Serge, who you got?
Tim Duncan.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Duncan them too because they score a lot.
Marcus, who you like?
I got Louisville.
You got who?
I like that Malik Cunningham kid, man.
You got Louisville?
Yeah, I got Louisville.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna have a basketball score. When
All right. Close game down here on I-4. On I-4, Cincinnati at UCF. Pick 'em.
Really?
Pick 'em. Serge, who you like?
Let me get UCF.
That's a Vegas game.
I got Cincinnati.
No, that's a Vegas game. That's UCF.
I like Cincinnati. Who you got?
UCF.
You see, okay. There you see.
I really don't know. I mean, what?
Why would they have a pick 'em?
Well, SMU, the extra, but you said that in lost East Carolina Saturday, so that had a little something to do with it.
Give me them.
Who's them?
give me. I go UCF. They hold. They close enough. to
Marcus, who
home.
you like? You taking the whole? You staying in the state of the state?
I gotta go with my little cousin, there, man. Cincinnati. Let's go.
Oh yeah, Jaquan, right?
That's it.
Doing
That's
his thing. Oklahoma State at Kansas State. Kansas State favored by 2.
That's gonna be a good game. Give me Kansas
Give me,
State.
yeah, I would say give
Y'all
me
like
Kansas
y'all
State.
like Martinez? Okay. Serge, who you got?
Kansas State.
Marcus, who you got?
K-State.
Hard to believe he the same guy that played at Nebraska. ain't it?
Yeah, yeah. Whew.
It's hard to believe he's the
Been
same
there for a
guy.
while. Okay. Ole Miss favored by 3 at Texas A&M. A&M just lost to South Carolina, got pushed around pretty bad.
They about to get pushed.
Ole
around.
Miss got
Look
whooped
real
by
bad.
LSU, so
Real bad.
I think Ole Miss be mad this week. I like Ole Miss by a lot.
Yeah, I don't care how much it is. I like them though.
Okay. Serge,
Let me go Ole Miss.
Ruff.
Ole Miss.
Okay. Waiting on Ruff.
I'm going the other way.
A&M. Okay. Jimbo. Okay. Another
Jimbo's
big
got to look real bad against South Carolina. They'll
Big
fire
12
him again.
matchup. Baylor at Texas Tech. Texas Tech favored by 3.
Baylor gonna kill him.
I like Texas Tech. Okay.
I'm gonna go with
Serge.
Give me Baylor.
Okay.
I'm gonna rock with Baylor.
Marcus.
Yeah, I got Baylor.
Okay. Now we do our 2. We got 2 games this week. 22 points is allowed on each one. I already know how you feel about 22. First game is Michigan State at Michigan. Does Michigan State cover the 22?
Absolutely. Who just got 22? And I told you they were gonna win outright.
Yeah, you did.
Liberty beat BYU outright.
Okay, so Michigan go. They
They
don't
don't get
cover.
beat outright.
Michigan State gonna beat Michigan.
Watch what happens on Saturday.
Okay, interesting.
I like that.
Serge. Oh, Serge, you like?
Give me
Michigan State.
Mateen Cleaves.
Okay.
Yeah, give me Harbaugh.
Yeah, I like
me
Michigan
Harbaugh.
big.
I seen Michigan State.
All right, what
live
you
on
like? You like
television.
Michigan State to cover?
No, I like Michigan, man.
Okay.
That,
Yes, sir.
that 22 number is.
Okay, and then a game close to us, Florida, playing Georgia. Georgia favored by 22.
Whew, yeah.
Oh, the Gators.
Okay.
Dang.
Mark, what you like in that?
Florida. Not for Georgia.
I mean,
to
that's
cover.
because you like them to cover?
Hey, wait a minute. Then that's the
No.
that's the other one. Give me
Georgia ain't
Michigan
gonna cover.
and give me Florida to win outright.
Okay.
Give me Michigan to cover, but Florida to win outright.
Okay. You like Michigan? You like Florida to cover?
Who that?
Squeeze, you think Florida gonna win outright?
Yeah.
Hey, at 22, I live and die by that 22.
Who they playing?
Georgia.
Oh
Nah,
no,
Georgia will win. Georgia will win. but-
Georgia.
You like Florida to cover?
No.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Sir, what you like?
Where's it at?
Jacksonville.
It's always neutral.
Yeah, they'll cover.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you.
All right. Mark, I got to bring some other sports to take. I know you a Laker guy, so
Oh man.
Lakers
Bless his
next two
heart.
games at Denver, at Minnesota.
Bless his heart.
Will they win one of those two games?
Hey, man,
Okay,
Gonna win both.
I'm just asking. I'm asking.
What kind of pick is that? But is they gonna win anything
I didn't go win one of them. They're gonna lose both of them.
against
win
Minnesota?
both.
Who?
At Denver tomorrow night.
No, they lose
Minnesota.
that game. No, they're gonna lose both of them games.
Okay.
They be 0-5.
All right.
Oh,
Sir, what you got?
Portland,
I'm gonna say they're gonna split.
Exactly.
Okay.
they'll
So
split.
You haven't
They'll
shown that you
you
can
say
win.
split? Okay.
You haven't shown
What
that
you
you can
say?
win a game.
We're gonna win both of them.
They win in both. Okay. Both of them. I say they lose both.
Yeah, 0-5.
Yeah, I'm riding with Waldo.
It's gonna be a long season for the Lakers. I posted that out the game too, in the middle of game two actually.
Okay, yeah. Sir say split.
Yeah, they'll split.
Does Brooklyn beat Milwaukee tomorrow night?
At all.
No.
No? Y'all like Giannis at the house? I like Giannis too.
Yeah, because they've
got
been
it?
going in on the Nets.
Who you got?
No, I'm with Milwaukee.
Okay. Sir,
Yeah, I got the Milwaukee.
you like KD tomorrow, Marcus?
no, man.
Okay.
No.
All right. Last one. We got another game Thursday night. The Baltimore Ravens traveling, and the first time ever Tom Brady's been an underdog at home with the Bucks.
Wow.
They're giving the Bucks 2. Does Baltimore win Thursday night?
No.
Okay. Mark, what you think? You done sat up. You done got tight.
Go Bucks.
Go Bucks. Okay.
Yeah, Bucks.
Gotta get them wings sale so I get it. Go Bucks. I get it.
Okay.
I understand.
Okay. Okay.
I get it. Which way
Okay.
you leaning, Ruff?
Oh, the Bucks.
Okay. And you got the Bucks too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who you like?
I like the Bucks. I just think this is people gonna jump. The high Friday gonna be crowded Friday if they'll win this one Thursday. So they got to win this one. Last one before we're gonna bring Ryan on next. We're gonna bring Ryan before we go to our break. World
Okay.
Series, Phillies Astros. Who we got?
The Cheaters and Dusty Baker.
Okay, Dusty get them one.
Dusty and the Cheaters.
Dusty the Cheaters. Okay.
You know,
Hey, so who you like?
I'm not a baseball guy, but I'll go
Gonna
with
take
the
Astros
Astros.
clear.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna apologize because Harper, he's better than I thought he was.
I like Philly.
He's
I just think everything's Philly. I like Philly. If Philly get one of the first games,
he's another MVP
yeah.
season.
If Philly get one of them first games Friday or Saturday, I like Philly.
That ball's still rising that he hit the other
You know,
night.
who you like, Marcus?
Phillies.
Okay. What about you, sir?
Give me Nolan Ryan and them.
Okay, and them. Okay.
Yeah, I'm rocking with Scarface, man.
Let's go and bring Ryan on real quick with our Rapping with Ryan segment. She went 2-1 this past week. Won both the show nuts, but lost the watch out. So right now she's 13-8, but 5-2 in the watch out. She had New Orleans who jumped out quick, but they
Laid down.
and laid down like a dog at your grandmama's house.
Then they threw 2 pick sixes. That's the difference in the game.
I said, okay, they threw 2 big. That was big. Okay, I get it.
You don't handicap the turnover. So yeah.
You gotta get it on. You gotta set them up here on the segment. Okay, I see Ryan got her Zephyr Hill stuff on. Okay, hey, everybody rocking herbs tonight. Okay.
Disgusting.
We just did it for Waldo.
Okay, Ryan, how you doing today, sweetheart?
Good, how are you?
Okay, you went 2-1. Now you lost on the watch out, so we got to get back right. What's your two showed up games this week?
I have Vikings over Cardinals and Bengals over Browns.
Bengals
Hold
over the
on.
Browns. That's the
Hold
way.
on,
Okay,
hold on,
now
hold on
this
a
way
second,
we'll get.
Hold on a second. Now, you know D Hop coming back.
No, D Hop played last week.
That's what I'm trying to tell him. That's what I'm trying to
Listen,
tell
wait.
him. I'm trying to help my baby out,
Hey,
man.
listen. With all due respect, Mr. Marcus, but this is the Ryan statement. Don't come here like David Ruff. Don't do the Bobby Brown now.
All in the
All the
video.
videos, all the records, dancing. Yeah. Let Ryan be great. Now, what is your watch out game this week?
Saints over Raiders.
Saints over the Raiders. Saints at the house. Okay, over the Raiders. Okay, so we'll tab those up. So we got the Cardinals we got the Vikings over the Cardinals.
Yeah.
Then we got the Browns losing to the Bengals Monday night, and then we'll follow with the watch out the early game on
She
Sunday.
took the Vikings. Aren't they coming off of a bye?
Vikings called it by, yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now, if you win it, then you'll be at 14 and.
I got a round robin.
Now you be at 16. You be done 2/3 of your games. I'm telling you, hey, your show is coming.
No, it's coming.
Your show is coming. I see it. Your show is coming. We gotta get you an app set up. We gotta get a Ryan app set up and let you delegate some of these
Bookie
games.
Bandit.
Yeah, exactly. So with that being said, we're gonna take our halftime break. I know you gotta get your homework, sweetheart. So I ain't gonna hold you. We're gonna get back with your dad after this halftime break. So always, my man Carlos Martin, shout out to him. They support us at the Auto Repair Center, 813-443-4730.
You like Phoenix?
He like
He like the Eagles.
he like the Eagles, and he's on Memphis, Miami, Milwaukee, and Golden State. Everybody that's winning.
They play.
They got Phoenix tonight. Gonna be a good game, 10 o'clock.
Yep.
And if you see we rocking me and Ruff got, we got our Chop Shop apparel on, 813-400-7015.
Uniform.
No, Dave said do the thing. I ain't gonna never trip on that. That's Big Peter's energy. That's what's happening right now. So we'll be right back in a couple minutes, sir, to give us something. We back at it for the second half of the show. Yours truly, Easy D. I got my man Dave sitting right across from me. Oh, you say gang, okay. And also special guest via Zoom is my good partner Marcus McCann. So let's bring Marcus back on. Now, also with the Wingstop, I know you know Rick Ross has have you ever met him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe met a convention.
Okay, because I know he's got all of his restaurants in Florida. Or is he spread out a little bit?
No, most of his is in that like Memphis, Mississippi area.
Yeah, they eat, like I said, they eat chicken everywhere. So are you guys national or you just like regional? You guys all over the country now? Or?
No, we international. We in different countries.
Oh, I stand to be corrected. I'm sorry. Excuse me.
Yeah, you're bad.
Yeah, my first coach. My first. I still want to play. I play soft zone, coach. I'm sorry. I won't press no more. Excuse me. I keep that going. Now I want to ask you. I know you still follow, high school football a little bit. And I know Zephyr Hills has always bred a lot of good talent, as Pasco County as well. Dade City has. And I want to ask you. That you're a football purist. What has changed from what you see when you played? Like you went to the Pasco Zephyr Hills game. Did you still feel that same energy as when you played 30 years ago? Or is it now just another game?
No, it's still there. Even though it's still there. The tough part now is when I was growing up, we were the only two cities in East Pasco. So West Pasco had a lot more schools, but it was just Zephyr Hills and Dade City, the only schools in East Pasco. Since that time, I mean, you put 3 high schools, what used to be Zephyr Hills, that have kind of spread out some of the talent level in. Dade City being the northern school in Pasco, especially on the east side. I think they made a huge mistake a couple of years ago. A good partner of mine, Waldo Cousin, they should have gave that, Mike the job over there. And I think that would have really saved Dade City and that would have kept camaraderie. And in all honesty, that would have tilted the scale a lot.
I agree. Big time.
Mike's a good dude, man. Mike has done everything right, you know what I'm saying? And Mike was big, man. He was really big. A good partner of mine, just good people all around. And I guarantee you he would have definitely taken a lot of the kids that are currently in Zephyr Hills, because you got a lot of kids now playing for Zephyr Hills that, maybe one of their parents were in Dade City. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
And so, yeah, but I think that with all these other schools around and offering these kids other things like, and I think this new coach now, I mean, he's kind of righting the ship a little bit. I mean, they went from, not winning a game last year to, they were 6-0 until last week, right? Yeah, last week. And then, but you can definitely see where it's going now. So they're heading back in the right direction. What I want to see, Zephyr Hills got to keep doing what they're doing this year, is play tougher teams outside of the county. So when they do make it to the playoffs, they have that experience and they're ready to go. Get more involved in the 7-on-7 during the summertime, to get used to the competition. You know what I'm saying? The competition in Hillsborough County, because you ever notice, like, these schools from Pasco County, they'll make the playoffs, but first round they're out. And I think they just got to get used to playing better competition during the season, even though it doesn't count against their conference records, but it's getting them ready for that. When we played, Ironman football across the board. I was quarterbacking.
Did y'all travel any when you played?
We did a little bit, but again, we did the same thing as far as, like, we went to Denellen. You know what I'm saying? We used to play Tampa Bay Tech, Tampa, you know what I'm saying, like Jesuit. We stayed. We outside of our conference, we did. We played a lot in Hillsborough County.
Okay.
But you could always tell we would maybe travel with 35 players. And you look across the field, they got 60 players over there. And I was a quarterback and a linebacker, punt return, kick returner. You know what I'm saying? Like, we played real Ironman football where these guys, they had opportunity to just play one side of the ball.
Yeah.
It was just like that.
It was just like that back then, too, though. Like you said, then, you didn't dress, 70, 80 kids back then. Because all of them are going to play. So when you look at, okay, we're going to keep about 40, and a good 28 to maybe 30 are going to get on the field. 10 just, they on the bus.
40 is a lot. For Dade City, 40 is a lot of kids.
Yeah.
That's a lot of kids.
But there's so much talent that's come through that. Like you said, I know Marcus played 3 sports. Orion played 3 sports. Then your cousins played. The Hammer, just so many different great athletes came through there. Then you go back later, like the Pickett's, like Blue when he played, PJ. Just good ball players coming through. And I think that's, like you were saying, the lack of exposure was like, shout out to Blue, Coach Blue, if you listening, with what he doing with the Little League program in Zephyr Hills. He's like, Yeah,
He is
he
doing
I mean,
his thing.
phenomenal job.
Yeah, it's a lot of time Blue. He don't get recognition. He getting parents hating on him, but he doing his thing out there, man. He doing a good job out there with them kids.
Yeah, just stay off social media with that foolishness. Just
It's-
coach your
it's-
kids, man. But that's in them, you know. So if you say something to him,
You only can take so much.
yeah, he gonna say something back. He definitely gonna say something back. So
Yeah, Lil Blue is passionate, and that's,
yeah,
that's
he got
one
he
word.
definitely got a strong. He got a strong passion for it. Now you spoke earlier about say when you have like you got your GMs, you got good people that are working for you now. Do you think that I want to make sure I say this correctly. I just think, do you think people value work differently now than when you first started? As far as taking pride in coming to work, being on time, you know, just doing the little things. Like, okay, hey, I'm not going to be late. You know, I got to get here, you know.
You know, I mean, I have watched this in 20 years, and I can see like it's a significant shift. It's not even a minor shift. It's a significant shift in people's work ethics, morals. You know, it's like I think what it is that we're giving people too much now, and to be expected. It's like, you know, you think back a year and a half ago, minimum wage was $8.56. Now, Florida is the South, and people wasn't looking at the big picture when they were like, you need to raise minimum wage, you need to raise minimum wage. But you have to understand, like, if McDonald's is paying their employees $15 an hour, how much do you think that Big Mac gonna cost? Because you got to be able to pay for it. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to afford it, you know, to pay these employees. And to raise minimum wage as quick as we did, as quick as we're doing it, it's like, yeah, our cost is going to go up right along with it. But you got to think like Florida, Texas, California, these are retirement states. These are states that doesn't have state income taxes. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't meant for you to get paid higher wages. It's meant for you to move to the state, pay property taxes, and that would offset, you know what I'm saying, the cost of living. But you're going to raise the wages. So now your parents move here from Georgia and they retire, and they would enjoy, you know what I'm saying, the sunshine, not paying state taxes, and, you know, go on. Now they're on a fixed income because they retired. Well, now you don't raise the minimum wage and everything has went up right along with it. So now the people on fixed income, they can no longer afford to live here because now we're more like suited like, you know, up north, you know what I'm saying, as opposed to being in the South. We are still in the South.
Yeah.
So now we're paying high school kids $13 an hour just to get them to walk through the door, whereas a year and a half ago, they get paid $8. Now, paying a kid $13 an hour, you kind of expect a little bit more, and you're not getting more. You're getting less. When I first started, I wouldn't hire a high school kid. I only hired college kids and, you know what I'm saying, young adults, things like that. Now we have to hire high school kids because if a high school kid's making $13 an hour, that young adult wants $16, $17. I'm selling chicken wings, not steaks. So it makes it tougher for us. And, you know, it's nothing for kids to walk in 30 minutes late now and we'll tell you everything in the world why, you know, and I say kids, I'm saying adults too. And, you know, you and I have had, you know, numerous conversations about this, but the work ethics is terrible. I mean, I had one particular location where they thought it was perfectly fine to go out for a smoke break and not smoke cigarettes and come back in. Like, it was fine. Like, you got to go spray off and you got to leave. Like, it just, but they thought ethically that was fine. You know, I mean, that's where it has come from in 20 years. So work ethic isn't there.
Yeah, the mindset's a lot different now.
And the parents is backing them. The parents is backing them on this.
Yeah, it is. As far as like the mindset is kind of like how they've been, I don't want to say brought up, but how they've been raised, how they've been taught, and everything's been given to them. So like they really don't understand, I have to work for this, I have to do this, is, well, what are you going to do? Like, I'm here, I'm out here, I'm working, what are you supposed to do? You going to fire me? Like, that's kind of like their mindset, like, what else you want from me? Like, we want you to do your job, perform your duties, I made it. I made it here. You're an hour and a half late, bro.
But I'm here. But I'm here.
But I'm here, though.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm going to take my time, feed me something to eat.
Yeah.
You know, maybe call my girl, you know, and do all that.
I mean, about a month ago, I had a manager. She was supposed to open up the store at 10 o'clock in the morning. This store, like I tell people all the time, when I'm done with something, I write a book because some of the stories that I tell you just be like, it's unbelievable. And I still be sitting there with my mouth wide open. But now she was a shift lead, so she had a general manager and 2 other shift leads who worked the store. She texts me at 9:48 in the morning. She's supposed to be there at 10 o'clock to open up the store. She said, hey, can you go open the store for me? I'm not gonna be able to make it on time. My ride just flaked out on me. 9:48 in the morning. I'm not talking about the store in Wesley Chapel because I live in Wesley Chapel, and we still wouldn't give me enough time to get there. And I asked her, I said, did you call your GM? I'm speaking really slow because I can't believe that she called me to tell me to go open her store for her. Right. I said, you call your GM? Well, she ain't gonna pick up the phone. I said, well, did you call any other shift leads? No. I figured I'd call you first.
I'm going straight to the top.
I cannot. I mean, now.
I figured I would call you first.
Listen, I worked the stores next door, but I couldn't believe that she thought that was okay. She thought that was okay, and it was
She still working?
I'm just. No, man.
Okay. I was just.
No, that one didn't even need to be discussed. No, she don't work there.
But I think that's something I think something else with it though, Marcus, is that you have we in that world now. Like I say, when you get these checks, I just remember I had a buddy of mine used to work at a restaurant, and he said the GM told him they would stop paying people on Fridays because they wouldn't come to work on the weekends. They say start paying them Mondays.
I did too.
Okay.
I did too. Okay. I used to pay them on Friday. They get paid on Tuesday now.
Oh, okay.
Ain't nobody coming to work when they get paid. Everybody's sick.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It is, but like I said, just the work ethic, like I said, just totally changed, and it's hard. Because when people look for jobs, I can work this time, whatever you need me every day. I can work this, and this. When you start getting them checks, then man.
Yeah, I'm about tired of him.
Yeah, I'm tired.
I'm about tired of him. He getting on my nerves.
Listen,
Pop's tripping.
Pop's tripping.
Hey, listen. Hey, I'm telling you, when income tax come around, we got to get a whole new staff.
Are you serious? Like, just
listen. I can promise you, we got to get an entire new staff. Them checks start rolling in, we done.
Could they at least give you the courtesy to call, or just don't show up no more?
Oh no, they won't call, but they'll come for that next check though.
Like ain't nothing happening.
Blows my mind. Blows my mind.
That's crazy.
Now I know your daughters helped you out a little bit. How are they like? Are they cool? Like, are you dad or are you like, you the boss when you're at work?
Listen, I'm the boss and they managers are the boss. And I guarantee you, not being funny, you wouldn't know they were mine. They would be the hardest workers in there. They would be the hardest workers in there. Like this summer, my 14-year-old, like, she would literally I was like, man, listen, not if they're yours, you can work them. You can work them. Okay. As long as they get that break every 4 hours, you okay.
Okay, all right.
I would tell them like, hey, look, man, we didn't make it to the gym this morning. You got to get your tricep work on. So cut the potatoes. And they would literally cut like 4 or 5 boxes of potatoes. And then I got grown men that would complain about, man, I got to cut 5 boxes of potatoes. And I would tell the kid back there to cut them. She'll cut them. And they wouldn't think anything wrong with that. They were like, okay. I'm like, man, come on, man, don't let that kid outwork you. But they work harder than anybody in there. And I'm not just saying this because of mine. They do. They'll be the hardest working kids in there because, they understand. I keep telling them all the time, like, nothing's going to be given to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have a double whammy coming at you. You black and you're a female. It's going to be rough on you. And they understand they got to work hard. So we work out before we go to work. And then they work all day. And, if need be, we'll go to the cages after or something like that. But so their day is full during the summertime. I think they welcome school so they can quit waking up early going to the gym.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of hitting the cage, I know Kendall right now is knocking the skin off the ball right now.
She had a 5-game, last 5 games she hit them over the fence. Like it's crazy right now what she's doing. And I'm not gonna tell her when she's in here, but she killing it right now. She really is, and she loves it. I wish Ryan would have stuck to her, but she tore meniscus 2 years in a row. So she like, forget that, I'm not playing no more. But Kendall's loving it still. I hope she sticks with it. In her mind, she want to go to Central Florida, so we'll see. we can make that happen. But I mean, she's definitely built to do it. Like she's killing it. We'll see.
Now, let me
Hopefully,
ask, did you get injured when you played ball in college?
You know, not until my last year. I started off 4 years, played 3 games my senior year, and hurt my shoulder. And I thought they would give me a medical red shirt, and they didn't. They were like, nah. You know, back then, you know, you had to, you know, submit your paperwork in.
Yeah.
You know, going to HBCU, our coach submitted it the following year, had me come back a semester for nothing. Like, and we went down to Cookman, down to Daytona to play Cookman. I'm all excited to come back to the state, and they was like, yeah, the NCAA didn't grant you a red shirt after we got to Daytona. I'm like, I came to school for
Are you
nothing.
serious?
I'm dead serious.
So you had to stay the entire semester then and not play football?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Tough. That's tough.
So who you think?
Now I want to do this with you before we take our next break. I'm gonna do some rapid fire, so I'm gonna get y'all in on this too. So we're gonna have some fun. Tupac or Biggie?
Biggie.
Waldo?
Biggie.
Pac.
Okay.
Oh, he gonna go against the grain. I see that right
Favorite?
now.
Nah, I'm talking about for the culture.
Okay. Favorite tennis shoe, not Michael Jordan.
Air Max.
Okay.
Air Max.
Favorite tennis shoe, not Michael Jordan. Let me go back. Not athlete. Favorite shoe after athlete.
Oh, behind an athlete.
Yeah.
Man.
It got to be the phone posits.
Give me the pennies.
The pennies.
The pennies. Okay.
Yeah, the phone posits.
I don't know, man. I still
I'm
like
old
them
school.
answers.
I'm Bo Jackson.
I like them answers.
Yeah, that was nice too.
You like the who?
The answers.
The-
Oh, the answer.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those were tight. Okay. Favorite wing sauce.
Lemon pepper, man.
Dave City.
bro. That Louisiana Cajun rub.
Let me get that garlic parmy.
Extra seasoning.
Well, I'm jumping on that hickory smoked barbecue tonight. So,
Man, I got to get me some wings. It's been a while.
blue cheese or ranch?
Hey, ranch.
Ranch.
It depends on the wing. If it's hot, blue cheese, but if not, ranch.
I never go with that. I always ask for a side of hot instead. I'm
you
not a
do
blue
blue
cheese
cheese?
or
Okay,
ranch
now blue
guy.
cheese.
Listen,
ranch guy,
you
okay.
got to try it, man. We make it homemade in house. The ranch and the blue cheese. Got to try it. Just get your
Y'all
wings
make
wet.
it. Y'all make it in house.
Yeah, we make it in house. Ranch and the blue cheese. So just get your wings wet so you get the extra sauce, and then just get your ranch and blue cheese.
Now this is only for Marcus. 'Cause I know you're a Lions fan, so I'm gonna do something different.
Why?
Favorite Lions defensive player all time.
He said, "Why?"
Scott Mitchell.
Yeah, he don't suffer.
Oh man. Who would be my favorite defensive player?
I thought you was gonna
Slay.
say Dominican Sue.
I love Sue. I do, man. Oh man. Either Sue or Slay. I mean, we had
Sue
some
or
players.
Slay? Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Bring everybody else in on this. Favorite fruit?
Fruit
Yeah.
and mangoes.
Okay.
Watermelon.
Watermelon.
I'm tied between peaches, watermelon, and strawberries.
Oh, you a fruit salad then?
I
I'm
love the
pineapple.
fruit,
Okay.
bro.
All right.
Especially you put that gin in it.
That's okay. Serves different. favorite city to visit?
Oh man.
You want to throw your hands up?
Hey, down.
I was just there this past weekend. Atlanta don't owe me nothing.
Okay.
I'm gonna say either Atlanta or Vegas. I like
Okay.
Vegas.
Dade City.
I'm going with the A.
Okay.
I like New York.
I'm gonna say New Orleans.
New Orleans cool, but it ain't.
I mean, they're like Atlanta's home. So I mean,
Yeah.
you know, that's
Yeah.
Them rats
so
too big.
So I want to get something different.
Right.
Okay.
Louisiana cool. It's a nice time, nice vibe, but
All-time favorite Laker?
Kobe.
Yep.
Dade City. Brian?
nah.
Magic?
I'm gonna go with Magic.
I gotta go with Kobe.
I'm debating between Kobe and Magic. I'm gonna go with Magic.
I'm old school. I'm gonna stay a while. I'm gonna say Magic. Okay. Last one. Favorite soul food meal?
Favorite soul food meal.
Just give me a meat,
Ox-
a couple
oxtails,
vegetables.
Oxtails, rice and gravy, yams, mac and cheese. Yeah.
Okay. Dade City.
So I'm going turkey wings, rice and gravy, with the macaroni and cheese and collard greens.
Oh, that's
That's
busted.
procedure,
I gotta
bro.
get the ribs with some mac and cheese and baked beans.
Okay, Sergio, the grill tip.
Yep.
I'm gonna bring my George out, so don't laugh at me. Fried chicken, butter beans, fried corn. Now, fried corn, when they make it in the skillet, not corn on the cob, that's a cornbread.
I'm finna say that
That's some
Wingstop
green.
got that fried corn now.
We going to hit that shortly, bro. I already know it's
Wingstop got
already
that
been
fried
played.
corn now.
I'm on 56 tonight. I'm shooting over that as soon as I get on. 1878 already been paid. I might play that for play four tomorrow. 1878. We're gonna be back. We're gonna be back with you, Marcus. Hold tight. We're gonna take a quick break. This brought to you by Conad, best barbecue in the city. 813-870-1404. Go check my boys out at 1510 North Hubert. Go check out Mike and Eric Trigg. Serge, give us something. Okay, we're back at it for the fourth quarter, the final installment of Chop Shop. As you know, we got my man Dade City hanging out, kicking it with us. The one and only Marcus McCants here vibing. So we're finna get into we're gonna pick these games real quick. Marcus High School, you feel free to get in with us if you want to. A lot of Hillsborough County, a little bit of Pasco County. So this is gonna be brought to you by Wingstop. They got 4 locations in. Well, I'm pumping for who sponsors the show, Marcus. So the 4 that we gonna talk about are the one in Wesley Chapel. We got one in Land O'Lakes. Got one right there on Bush and 56. And where it all started at headquarters right there, 2776 East Fowler, 813-903-9464.
Shout out to the Wing Goat.
Shout out to the Land O'Lakes location.
Hey, now, before we get into this, Serge is campaigning for a wing stop in Zephyr Hills. He's trying to see what can he do to get a wing stop in Zephyr Hills. I'll let you respond, sir.
You know, we the city manager, you know, they came up the Wesley Chapel location. I love Zephyr Hills. I love my city. I do. But growing up there, I've seen a lot of things open and close real quick. And you know, you got to think like from this perspective. I need 300 people a day to walk through that door to keep them locks out the door.
It's not that big of a population, too.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, it ain't gonna happen. So I even asked, hey man, if I put it over in the Home Depot, you know, plaza, technically it's Wesley Chapel. People think it's Zephyr Hills, it's right down the line.
54,
you know,
right?
Yep. You think that'd be close enough? You know, and I don't know, man. I think that'll work, you know, but it's close enough to Zephyr Hills, but what Zephyr Hills think is Zephyr Hills. I don't know.
Right.
Now, I ain't 300 people, but I'll be there. I'll be there at least twice a week.
Hey,
But I think something with that,
Hills.
too, though, is that, you know, you being homegrown from the city, then it's like, okay, hey, man, what's up with these wings? Let me get a 10-piece. Throw me a 10-piece, bro.
Oh, they growing out there, though.
Hey, listen.
They
man,
big,
you already
too,
know.
though.
But they already know, man. This ain't JJ's Wing Shack. This Wing Stop.
Listen, no, I'm be real with you, man. Like Dade City show love, they do. Dade City, they come through. When I just had the one in Tampa, like I would get a lot of people from Dade City. They were still coming over there, and I'd tell some people one day, I was like, you know, hey family, man, we got one in Wesley Chapel. They was like, I mean, my man was picking up the wings to drive back to Dade City. You know, he was like, it's a wing stop. I'm like, yeah, it's been there since 17. Like, so. I mean, all love Dade City has been, you know, put it in, and you know, I got some family from Zephyr Hills coming through, but
Well, that's cool. But I think, like you say, it's about, like I say, support, and I always tell people it's a verb. So go coming in there, what you call it, begging for wings and looking for extra wings. That ain't support, bro. That ain't.
I don't really think he deal with that. It's different if you got. It's different if you going and you opening up Marcus McCants wings. But when you open up,
I promise you, bro. Hey, listen. I get that more than what you know. I just don't give into it.
They still doing it.
Boy, listen, they try. They stop now. No, they stop now.
Let's go on and run these games real quick. Take about 3-4 minutes, not that long at all. Leonard at Spoto. Leonard ain't won a game all year. Spoto don't won too.
I was gonna say, did Spoto win?
Spoto got a couple wins.
Give me Spoto.
Okay. Steinbrenner at Sickles. Sickles only won one game.
I'm gonna get Steinbrenner, man.
Okay. Me too. Plant City, Strawberry Crest.
I'm going with Plant City.
Michael Clayton, okay.
Yeah, I'm going with Plant City for the upset.
I'm gonna take.
That's my dude right there. Let's go, Mike.
I'm gonna take Crest. Okay.
Crest probably gonna win.
Middleton at King.
Give me Middleton. I don't want nothing at King.
Okay. Yeah, Middleton. King. I fell off, but I mean, really, really, really bad. So Gaither at Lato.
Gaither.
Yeah, Gaither Gaither won Player of the Week through 409 yards, 5 touchdowns, beat Durant.
What kind of field are they playing on?
I don't know what kind of field. He said, "What kind of field they were playing on?"
They must have had turf out there.
Let's get into the Super 13. 13 ranked Zephyr Hills travel to Cypress Creek. Cypress Creek only has one loss.
I like Cypress Creek.
Well, I'm gonna take the Bulldogs. I ain't gonna try to pop that.
I like Cypress Creek.
Waldo throwing shade on the low, so. See, like Cypress Creek?
Yeah.
Not so fast, my friend.
Not so fast, my friend.
Marcus, I already know who you like, so we ain't gonna get into that.
Who like Cypress Creek?
Hey, man, listen, I got a kid that works in my kitchen, play for Cypress Creek. He that deal, man.
Yeah, what position he play?
Listen, he plays defense, but defensive tackle, but they gonna get ran through this week, man. I already told him, man. I got a meal on the house for him this week.
Oh, if they win?
No, just for sympathy. That's sympathy meal.
Oh, sympathy meal. Okay. Kind of like the dude told me Hollow Knight. Don't take this personal.
Exactly. Okay. But we gotta go through this week.
Number 12, Blake traveled to Robinson.
What Robinson doing out there?
Robinson just got beat by TC 70-35 last week.
I don't know. Tom G might come out there to Blake. Yeah, man, give me Blake.
Give you Blake? I'm going to try Robinson. I'm sorry, cuz. I know Val over there, Blake the principal. East
Tom
Bay lost
G
their first game.
game.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
East Bay lost their first game. They had Bloomingdale. Bloomingdale played tough, but I like Bloomingdale.
Give me East Bay.
East Bay, okay.
Bounce back game.
Number 10 at number 8, Riverview at Durant. Durant just lost. I'm going to take Durant. Durant strong.
Yeah, I like Durant.
Okay. Berkeley Prep, number 9 at Clearwater High. Who you liking that?
Clearwater High.
I'm gonna take Berkeley.
Yeah, I don't want Clearwater, man. I don't like nothing in Clearwater. I don't like JD neither.
Number 7, Armwood hosting number 2 Tampa Bay Tech.
I think I'm gonna go with the Titans.
Okay. Number 6, Sumner travels to Newsom. They in Fish Hawk. That's tricky. I like Newsom.
I like Sumner.
Okay. Plant number 5 at Alonzo. I think Plant.
Yeah.
Number 4, Jesuit at Hillsborough. They're gonna get ugly.
I like Jesuit.
Yeah, me too. I like Jesuit. Another ugly game, Warden at Freedom.
Give me Warden.
Okay.
My Alamala.
And the number 1 team, Tampa Catholic, traveling to Jefferson. Who you got in there?
Give me Tampa Catholic.
Okay. So we got the Wingstop Chop Shop Super 13 picks.
Who was the player of the week?
Oh, Jason Nixon, sophomore quarterback at
sophomore.
Yeah,
he is sophomore.
25. Yeah, 23 or 29, 409 yards, 5 touchdowns.
He's surgical. Okay.
Had a receiver that caught 9 catches, 243 yards, and 3 touchdowns.
Where he going?
I don't know. I know Durant don't want to see him no more. I can show you
that.
that.
Hey, let's look at. I mean, let's follow a little book, man. His sacks, man. This kid, he doing something special out there, Ward now.
He's a junior, right?
Yeah, he doing something special with them sacks now.
Who is that? Who you talking about?
That's Book's son.
I know. Oh, but I think, let me say this though. Oh, Dave City already know he cut up. But
Listen,
I want to say this though. I think Warden, the Tech game, I'm not gonna say it took a lot out of him.
Yeah, it did.
But I think the hype that was built up and they didn't deliver. Now it's like, okay, you gotta rebuild group, because now they're all in the playoffs. So the Jesuit, Armwood, Warden Tech, they're in the same class. So they're going to see each other the first couple weeks of the season. First couple weeks of playoffs. But, I think Warden got Hillsborough next. We got Coach Rob coming in next week from Tech, but I think they play them end of the year. But they should whoop. Warden should win out. So they'll go 8-2, which ain't bad. You lost to Jesuit and you lost to Tech.
Yeah, if you look at that game, Wharton didn't play a bag. They didn't play a bag. They got beat 28-0, but they didn't play a bad game. Like, they played a decent game. They could have probably changed up some of the play calling. They started moving the ball a little bit at the end of the game, which they probably should have changed up the play calling earlier in the game. But outside of that, they didn't play a bad game. They played a decent game, but Tech just overpowered them a little bit.
Now, before we get out of here, Mark, don't you do a couple quick things. First, for those that are taking the educational route, what advice would you give them?
Don't be so quick to declare a major as soon as you get to school. Take your time, because like, you're gonna change as a person. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're a different person between 18 and 20. So take all your core classes you have to take regardless before you declare a major, because and talk to the people in school. Like, find out, hey man, what'd your parents do? Things like that. Like, we didn't have that exposure growing up in Zephyr Hills, and it's crazy to say, people cannot believe it. 1992, I go to school in Atlanta, and I had never met a professional black man in my life. That's the truth. The first one was at a Cole's barber shop, and that's what inspired me to be a barber. That's the God's honest truth. And so, but not having that exposure around me, seeing it, it's kind of like we're a product of our environment. If this is all we know, that's all we can aspire to be. So talk to people. Hey, what does your parents do? Hey, you know what I'm saying? Things like that. And it's not about the money. Find something you enjoy doing. You'll make money if you enjoy doing it. Like, you will.
Yeah.
But just talk to people, get some exposure, find out what people are doing. How did they do that? What route they took? And you hear it sound cliches. You can do anything, or you really can. But you just got to be focused, man, on what you're trying to do.
But I ain't gonna. I spent a lot of Saturdays with you at the barbershop, and I think that's something like the memories that you have, and I think that's always been something like the barbershop always been the place. You always had a good vibe in there. We clown, we cut up, and like you said, that's what inspired you to cut hair. Do you miss it?
I do. I miss camaraderie. I ain't gonna lie to you.
You miss it?
It's times where it's not missing the work, but missing the environment and the people.
That's what it is.
You're not missing the work. It's just you so in contact with so many different other people from all walks of life. Once you stop doing that, it kind of narrows your network and your circle down a little bit, and that's really what's missed.
Okay. And for those that are trying to be entrepreneurs, what would you give them?
Oh, now before he answers, so as you know, I was a barber, and I know you was a barber for a long time, and you started out along on this entrepreneurship journey, and it's kind of, I don't want to say like I wanted to follow your footsteps, but like seeing you, knowing you, I've known you. My cousins, they used to come. My cousin Maurice used to come. They used to come to your shop. Used to cut their hair. And just finding out about the Wingstop and your entrepreneurial journey, that's kind of like an inspiration to me as being a barber, and I'm sure many other people in Zephyr Hills, Pasco County, all over the world. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. Can you kind of explain what inspired you or what drove you down that journey to the entrepreneurship outside of barbering?
And definitely, man. First, I appreciate that, man. I do, man. I love your family, man. Them good dudes, man. Like, I call them my brothers for real.
Oh, my fault.
For real. But what kind of drove me was I used to have a older gentleman I used to work with, and he passed away a couple years back. But I was working for Bear Stearns, and you know how you get caught up on when you're younger, like the whole thing was about, man, if I could just make $50,000, man, if I could make $60,000, if I could just, and you're chasing money, and you're not realizing that money don't make you happy. Like, true success is enjoying what you're doing, you know what I'm saying, And because I strongly believe that you cannot be a great husband, dad, brother, wife, sister, mother, if you miserable 8 to 10 hours out of the day, then going home. And this gentleman, man, he would talk to me all the time. He said, "Oh, anybody can be successful in the United States." And I was a budget analyst, so I had access to everyone's pay. And I'm like, "Yeah, Grayson, that sounds good and all, but like, you're not rich." This is what I'm thinking to myself, right? It's a true story. So we would go to lunch probably once or twice a week. And so one day we were going to lunch, and Grayson, he would just be talking, always talking, always talking. And he says his phone was blowing up this particular day. We were going to lunch, and he says, "Man, I apologize. I didn't realize what day of the week it was." And I mean, his phone kept ringing. He's like, "Hey, listen, I have my wife give you a call. Hey, listen, I have my wife give you a call." That was about the fifth phone call. I'm like, "Grayson, man, like, what is going on, man?" He said, "I'm sorry. I didn't realize what day of the week it was." He says, "Those are tenants." And I'm like, "Grayson, man, like, you probably had about 8, 9 phone calls." I said, "How many tenants do you have?" "I have 28. It's like, hold on a second. You have 28 tenants? And he says, "Yeah." He says, "I started buying property when I was like 18. He said him and his wife got married young. They bought their first house. And after they had a kid, they bought another house, and they never sold their house. So they kept doing that until they started realizing they could use this rental income, to pay off the mortgages." And so now I'm thinking, shit, I done completely changed my thought process. Like, shit, he is rich. Like, I'm working with this man every day for years. Every day I'm working with this man for years, and he has all these rental properties, and they're paid for. And I said, well, I'm not trying to be funny, but why are you working? He said, "If you don't work, you'll die." And then he said, "If you're not working, you're spending money." Think about it. You don't spend money when you're at work.
You're right.
He said, "The more you work, the less you spend." So now I'm looking at this guy totally different. I'm like, man, I'm soaking up everything this man can tell me, because here I am thinking he's just an analyst, making probably $70,000. We talking about 2001, which is that's good money.
Good money.
Yeah, great.
And that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. Like, no, bro, you ain't rich. You comfortable, but no, he was rich.
Yeah.
And
28.
and I'm just like, exactly. I'm just like, oh my God, in Dallas. I'm like, oh man, this guy's killing it, right? So now I'm soaking up everything he could tell me. He says, "Man, listen," he says, "You're a young guy." He says, "Why you still have the energy?" He says, "Every young man should be able to work 2 jobs." He says, "Until they get to that point to where they can't." And he says, again, the more you work, less you spend. He says, "But don't get caught up chasing money so that you don't have a good sense of balance, because that woman you love, you're going to lose them. Them kids you love, you're not going to have an influence over their life." Like, these are the kind of things that I'm like, yo, man, he's right. And I met my girl at the time, but it was like, we weren't there. I'm like, shoot, man, I ain't got no kids, man. Let me try to figure out what I really want to do. And that's how I got caught up in trying to look and find something that I really enjoyed, that I was passionate about, because, like, you find something you're passionate about, you're going to be willing to put that time in when things ain't working right. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, hey, I lost $16,000 the first couple of months I was open, and I was thinking, what in the world did I just do? I done walked away from my job. I'm about to move back in with my mom. Like, I'm trying to figure out what I got to do to keep this thing going. And, my girl, she back in Dallas at the time, and I would talk to her every night going home. I'm like, this ain't working. She was like, "Oh, it's going to be fine." I'm like, "You saying that because you still comfortable. You go on the job, you getting a paycheck." Like, I'm spending money. And then to hear kids bitch about not getting paid, I'm like, I'm writing money out my own checking account to make sure, your check clear. Like, it was tough. It was really tough. So like, those are the things that make me want to do my own thing, because I wanted to find a true gratification that made me happy. And if you can do them, like I say, I wasn't making money at first. The first 4 years was tough. They were really tough. And when we started making money, it was kind of like, hey, listen, whatever you make, put it back. Let's pay these bills down quick. And that's why I was in no hurry, because at that point I started having kids. I wasn't in no hurry to open up another store. Like, man, let me go, sit in this barbershop for a little bit and kick it. And then I'll go to Wingstop, Sunday through Thursday. And, but I was just trying to find that balance. And I think it wasn't until my kids was just like, they want to play softball, because, they cheering out there. Like, hey, all right, mom, you go with the babies out there, the cheerleading practice, gymnastics. But they said softball. I'm like, softball? You play softball? Oh man, let me shut this barbershop down, man. Let me get over here. Let me teach them how to throw and how to hit. And and then we went from there. Then I was like, shoot, man, let me just go and move now. Let me go open up another store. But at that point, now it was a lot easier because the one store, even though I didn't make a dime in the second store, the first store could pay for it. I didn't want to take no food off my kids, off the table. And then so that made it a lot easier having a successful store. But just trying to manage your risk. That's the key to it. Manage your risk. I understand you can lose it all, so you can't afford to lose it all. You don't want to start over. An entrepreneur may not be the route for you. You know what I'm saying?
Risk taker.
You got to take risks. Like I say, anybody that's achieved success, they've taken a risk to do that. And that's how I always tell people: successful people move with urgency, and they're gonna do what's necessary to achieve what they're looking for down the line. And like old people say, you got to play the long game. You got to play the long game, and this is for you. It's for you. So, Dave said you got any big plans this weekend? Bucks or just?
No, we play Thursday.
Okay, so you pretty much slow for the week.
And
okay.
my Huskies, we off this week.
Oh, the Huskies are my Huskies. Yeah,
so we chilling.
Okay,
we got Thursday night game.
Hey, the weekend.
I'm probably get wasted on.
Get wasted.
Yeah, I'm probably.
Halloween coming up, trick or treat.
Yeah.
Okay, you gonna have candy at the door?
No, I probably ain't gonna be home.
Oh, okay. I can dig it. What about you, young man? You got anything going on?
I mean, hey, listen, I know these little kids gonna come through the neighborhood trying to get the girls to help us out with that, but I think Ryan, she'll get with her friends, and her and Kendall, they'll probably walk around the neighborhood.
Sir, you give that candy at your spot?
Nah.
Okay.
I gotta give them
Sunday. They neighborhood probably give out good candy. Where y'all stay, man? I'm coming out there. I'm gonna put on the console, come out. They probably give out that good candy. They give out.
You come with a pillowcase?
Yeah.
yeah.
They got whole candy bars.
Hey, funny story before we get out of here, man. We at least was living in Cypress Creek in Ruskin. It was two kids like 16, 17. No makeup, just a pillowcase. I'm like, bro, for real? Come on, don't do that. There's no creativity at all. So, man, go next door, man. I ain't giving you no candy, man.
Like Morgan said, they want something for nothing.
Yeah, that's the truth, though. So before we get out of here, though, man, I want to thank you, man, as far as just sponsoring, supporting anything I've come to you with. And blessings to you, your beautiful wife, Kim, your beautiful daughters, Ryan and Kendall, your family. Like I say, I'm really, really grateful for you, man, because you've always been a good ear, and I've always come, we talk about a lot of different stuff, but I look at you, like I say, you my brother. And I stand on that. You my brother.
Good dude.
Yeah, solid all the way around, man. Like I say, and I hurt for you when the Lions lose. I do it for you. Because I want you to, hey, listen.
You got arthritis, don't you?
We suffer together. So hopefully one day our teams will be, in the upper echelon where, we can see and enjoy and see them do something.
I'm gonna have to get y'all some pain,
Jets
man.
and the Giants can do it. Shit. Hey, come on. I got to holler at Mike. Like, look, little Mike, man. Look, the Lions ain't a bad place to go to, man. We need
it's a terrible place to go.
Oh, don't do him like that. Hey, don't do him like that. Man, don't do him like that. We got
I'll tell you like this. I think he'll be happy to get picked, just to get your name called. I think he'll be happy to go anywhere.
Man,
he's gonna show out wherever he go.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, sir, you laying low this weekend?
I got a couple of shows this weekend. Performing, opening up the Live Method podcast event.
Okay.
Shout out to Jay Noetic and Remy Mulatto. It's their first live podcast in St. Pete. And I wrote and recorded their intro. And so I get to do a couple of my joints, and then I get to lead into the live podcast.
Let's go.
Okay.
So, Mark, you'll see me in about 15 minutes walking into the location on 56. Coming to get my pickup order. Yeah, so let them know Big D is en route. So, as we say before we get out of here every week, man, anybody want to be an artist, don't want to see the exec producer on the videos, on the record, dancing, come to Death Row. So with that being said, man, for my good partner Marcus, Dave City, stand up, Surge, Ruff, AMG, everybody be back. We got Coach Rob coming next week, Tampa Bay Tech. So also special shout out to my niece, Kayla, just had her baby, Cash, this past Wednesday. He's 6 days old, so
congratulations.
I can't wait till I start whooping him. So, but like I say, before we get out of here, man, hey, love all y'all, man. Keep God first. When you see us, holler. Good night.
check me out. I'm going to let y'all hear a little track that I just dropped. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thank everybody for tuning in. Y'all already know what it is.
Yeah. Surgeon General. Shout to Phil Collins. Woke up to television. Show what the hell a witness day to day you pay to play. Make mistakes, the rainy days just fade away. In the air at night, I feel callings everywhere in sight. The bill's haunting, never fair this plight, but still daunting. When you can, you fight for one more night. Against all odds, hold on, though the stress goes strong. Like compare the chess, know the quest go long. And like a paradise, know the best roll on. Can't hurry your groovy kind of a love. Who knew the doobie cut of above? Loose screws, blue through money, drugs, gummies, honeys, and buds. Dummy funny as fuck, truth is ugly, huh? Undercover with the easy lover. Squeeze and hug, and please don't lose my number. Every day, I'm on my way to the studio. Booming through studios, pooping through booty hole. Mood is goofy, but the truth be told, time be moving smoothly when he cruises roads. Risky business, impossible mission. Give oblivion, I'm a legend from a few good men.